What's up, party people? Annihilation back at it again with another game where it's Spectrum versus I don't know the other team name because it's not on lobby. It still says Team 1, Team 2.
PNBF.
What?
PNBF.
Those letters. Spectrum versus those letters. Spectrum being the blue team here on my screen. The other letters being the red team.
I have pulled up the first screen we have, which is Spectrum.
Got our starting roster up. Looks like we got some, see if those are the heroes we see coming out of Spectrum, you know, being a Maga meta and all.
Everyone chose their favorite characters for this, so...
I was about to say, yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, two of them are the heroes that we are looking at on the actual game, which is starting in 5 seconds. Looks like it's going to be Hyper Brawl with the Maga Reaper Brig against more Pokecomp with the Diva Ashe.
Ooh.
Do this.
Let's see straight up.
Duck gets caught out very early by the Diva. Maga very separate from the team. Marla is picked off. Able to fall as well.
Get the Diva back there, that's not even worth it.
The mech is taken though.
As long as no one else picks. Could be a rather quick fight here. They've already regrouped up. Having a little bit of confusion on where to go.
They are heading towards the coast side though, trying to avoid this angles from this Ashe.
You just got a follow from someone named Ibanez Chicken. I heard
Diva is able to
Winston
remech
breathing
though.
noise.
It's really going to be whether or not they can deal with this Tracer effectively. Because without anyone kind of marking them. That being said, they do trade out Duck for the Lucio. As long as this Juno can stay alive, I think it's a very winnable fight.
It is, especially with Rally up now. Abel does fall the big pulse. D-Max so low. And the flip does happen. And Baby Diva might fall.
It's even after all that, you just can't sustain it. As soon as you lose that Maga, it's almost like you're out of the fight. Oh, Marlo's so low. Can they get any picks? They do end up trading it out, so lots of people dead, but without especially a hyper aggressive comp like this, you just can't afford to go in. Unless they can get another pick and kind of snowball it. This Tracer has been absolutely tearing apart the backline of this hyper comp. The Duck does find an early pick onto them. Once again, Duck dying early again. Oh, they're gonna try to drop it down, and they saw it coming.
Very interesting attempt of a Diva Bomb. Mochi's super far in the backline, forcing the Ashe to coach gun towards the rest of the team. But with the Coalescence though, they won't be able to push up.
I feel like this is simply just they're getting caught out on rotations. They're just a bit too slow, a bit too sloppy with this comp. Especially with them taking so many fights so fast. I mean, first ult on the side of Spectrum is going to be this ult from Tiramisu.
Well, Marlo did get a rally earlier. He's actually about to get a second one.
Oh, they don't.
But no touch, no touch. C9. What a great way to start the first map.
The worst thing against a comp like this, you're just getting dismantled for not being able to play it right. I think you just go to comfort picks, or you find some way to counterstop, because it feels like they tried the exact same thing 5 times in a row, and it didn't work a single time.
Yeah, I think that was a huge comp gap. They had nothing to contest the Ashe, nothing to contest the Tracer. But did you not put no BM earlier? Or was asking for BM now? Alright, well it's a BM match now, so we're gonna see lots of teabags. aka Divas flying up and down really fast to symbolize BMing. But Diva May Sojourn, very interesting comp. Versus the same comp we saw
They
first
told him he
map.
wasn't allowed to play Junkrat anymore.
And very interesting.
This is a very
competition
bad
system.
junk map unless you get mecha base. So Spectrum stuck in the side room, not able to push out. But Mochi's on points is gonna fall.
Oh, and Duck
Duck
fell down.
almost seems a little lost.
Yeah, with the comp they're running, it's like they're trying to run it with like a brawl, but they have no speed, so it's
Very
really hard
confused.
to walk on any target. Because against the Lucio speed here, they're just always gonna get out rotated, and Briggs never gonna find value.
Until, yeah, as I was saying, unless Duck gets an early pick, just sitting Duck. Duck fully intended.
Ha, same duck, I got it. It is
Yeah,
even
that's-
though.
The Moira is behind and no one's looking at them. You end up killing Gatsby.
Spectrum, my beloved children, look at the Moira. Friends.
Both Spectrum supports are down, but it is winnable. Junk Finder finds 2 kills.
But it's not.
But
But unlike his name, the picks aren't junk, or the junk isn't picks. Wait,
Stop.
yeah,
there was.
we're not punny enough for this.
What do you think this is? Some
Oh,
kind
big
of-
pick on the Diva before the remake. Spectrum still holding on to his points, and there's no more beats.
Oh, this
Rally in
Lucio.
response. Echo falls. Ashno Coach Gun's gonna be picked up here.
This is where we're
And they're gonna try to
see
find a
the evidence of
stagger on this
May.
Moira.
Not gonna be.
I don't really give up on the stagger on the Moira.
Good for Junkfinder on the May, though.
I do think this
It's
is.
projectiles, basically the same thing.
I do think that this is where the May starts to get a lot more benefit once you have this point presence and you can kind of play around the slow a little more. I think as long as you're not having to push into something, you can kind of get away with not having the speed as long as you kind of are able to get the punishment. Doesn't look like they have been able to get a good wall into anything. With Bob coming out of the point, they kind of.
Oh,
lose their point
Tiramisu,
lines.
early D-Mech. And with that Coalescence and Bob combo, Spectrum falls fast. Yeah, Richard just literally DM'd me. He's like, dude, viewers don't know who Mochi is. You gotta say Tiramisu. I'm like, oh, you're right. Out of instinct.
No, it's Mochi. They'll
Yeah, I
figure
say
it out.
Mochi. I'm talking about Spectrum's Diva.
I'm gonna get like a little overlay
Yeah.
and put it over him that just says Mochi.
Maybe with like a little Pachimari.
Spectrum with a huge ult
Mochi
advantage here. See
Mari.
what they do with it.
I was about to say, so I think the really interesting thing is whether or not they'll be able to get any value out of this Blizzard. There's just such a weird ultimate in the comp like this. Like, especially against the speed. Oh!
Junk Finder dies to Diva Bomb.
Oh,
Oh, but they do trade off with the... yeah, that was... It's Jover. They're gonna get one more fight, though. They can go ahead and stagger out Mochi. But they don't choose to.
I was
okay.
surprised he didn't there.
That would have been a huge stagger. You would have never been able to get to coast in time. Who had to force them to kill him while remacking?
To chat, this is a mix of console and PC, but I actually believe there are only 3 PC players in the lobby.
Lucio falling super low. See if Tiramisu can find the pick. Doesn't.
Oh,
Abel
but Abel-
falls.
They do trade out...
Picks are going
Marvel's
both
not-
ways. Blizzard's
This is-
on point. Is going to be able to secure for Spectrum. Ice block's forced though.
Oh, that
Junk
Moira's
Finder.
solo.
Gets pulsed. Beats out.
They just forget about the Moira?
Yes.
Oh, they
Oh,
keep
the flip
playing-
comes out.
Don't leave the point, bro.
The Moira has no fade. Is this going towards Spectrum's side? The cast is back. See if he finds anything. Looks like it's gonna go
Mochi-
Spectrum's way with those staggers. So do these
Hiromasu
quick
is
touches.
very reliant on other people to be there to touch the point.
That's the very good thing about having a team kind of play like this, where you can actually.
Junk Finder
have teammates-
falls to the cast.
They don't. Oh, they do touch.
Rolls in. DMEC is one.
Ooh,
Abel does fall, but with the Juno ult,
They have
Spectrum
win-
shouldn't be able to die on point here.
with that kind of win con right there. Duck does win the Tracer 1v1, you know, pulling out that one trick card.
I just realized Marlo's the one on the Juno, and I'm confused.
Abel switch over to.
I think it's because it was Marlo, Brig, Abel, Kiri, and then Marlo switched before Abel switched.
It's interesting that they decided to both run the Moira here. I mean, the Moira makes a little more sense with like the Lucio, you know, kind of somewhat brawly, kind of just throw right in your face. But running with the Juno feels a bit weird.
The SR of this match is quite literally, it ranges from D5 to GM5. So you're gonna see a lot of different things happening. Hello, Moira.
D5 to GM5 is a wild rank.
Yeah. And we did end up on Mecha Base, and he's not gonna go for the Junkrat, but we are gonna go for the Ramatra.
The very last picks from Spectrum, they're gonna be late to middle here, and they're running Moira Juno with the Ramatra, which is super odd.
A lot of really weird picks going on here. Maybe the Juno.
I think they're
getting
comfort
the Diva
picking.
Max, but simple.
Is Abel Richards 2.0 on that Moira?
It's funny that Rich is actually in the lobby as well.
Wow, they just hided that so well.
I do believe Tiramisu did walk a little, a
Oh,
little ahead of necessary.
they did go ahead and it's calling things too early. Eva did get demacked, but
I'm surprised.
As far as it's
Heroes
Duck
let
on
us have
the,
Queen.
the
As far as it's Duck on the May as well, and Junk Finder on the Reaper. Even though I felt like Junk Finder's doing pretty good on May. Speeding in, trying to catch those Cass.
Cass gets out.
The Cass gonna survive because of the team's own wall. No, Abel does find Gatsby.
That
But
being said,
Marlo and Duck do fall, and the remake happens.
if there's not another pick soon. Oh, the
Cleanse
Q's
is
coming
out.
And so is
Rush
TP.
and TP.
No, it's not gonna be enough. They just are able to play around those cooldowns so much better.
Yeah, the fully Moira heals. It's hard to keep up a Ramatra. And the flip almost happened. Very close. Just one pixel off.
Moira just
But
plays so
here's
much
going to be
better
a
than
high
Diva
ult
here.
situation. Everyone's going to have ult except for the carry.
That being said, the ults do feel like they favor the side of Spectrum when you start looking. Oh, they give up Annihilation to go for a Queen look here.
I did say earlier, I'm surprised he wasn't on the Queen. It is his by far best character.
Here
And
comes
he
out
just runs
Bomb,
for it.
Pulse, and Coalescence. Counter cool from Abel. Shout is out. You're going to try to kill his Moira in the back.
It's
Very
it's a-
aggressive Moira positioning.
it's just the better call when it comes down to it.
Mhm.
I mean, oh, but
High Noon is out.
didn't get anyone.
Marlo is down, but they are up still.
It is smart just to go for the point.
Mm-hmm. Now they're already at one fight territory. Spectrum lose a fight here and now. They won't have a good touch. Marlo's getting caught out on points.
Marlo's dead.
Shout
and
isn't able to keep him up.
They're not.
And
using
Spectrum are
ults.
falling. They have ults. They have 3 ults.
What
And
are
it,
they-
all three with ults died instantly.
It's 86%.
There's nothing they can do. No one. is
Even with
going to
group
be able to
spawn, it's going to
touch.
be a very, very staggered touch here. They will get the touch though with the Moira. Having to use the Juno to touch, rush in response. They do get the touch.
Fury is
Cleanse
low.
is forced out. Blizzard's out. Maybe get the Diva. Diva is frozen.
Oh, she dies though.
Tiramisu
What's
does
that?
fall though. Abel so close to that Coalescence. Bombs
Oh.
out.
Marlo gets heals. It's just not gonna be enough.
Spectrum do have the flip though, so it will take some time. Tiramisu will get back to this fight in time. Here comes Abel. He has the Coalescence. It is still winnable.
He gets it out.
But with no
Very
guarantee
low.
of
Has to
touch.
fade. Mochi is also low.
Oh, that's a
Huge rush. Rush. JQ ult, whatever it's called.
Rampage, I believe.
Rampage, yeah.
And they're actually
Big.
trying to flip this.
They are. Mochi does fall though. High noon from the top. Can anyone dodge it? And with the
Oh, they
hold,
don't
they're gonna
touch-
C9.
No, Boo was trying to avoid the the high noon and unfortunately didn't make it back.
I think that's a double C9 from Spectrum now.
Yep, that's my boys.
You're gonna get some C9s in chat.
They simply forgot.
They forgot the point.
What I wouldn't pay to hear what the voices were.
I wish I knew, but anyways. To the
I
map pool
wish I
screen.
knew.
That was a 2-1, I believe.
Quite a close map if things had gone a little different.
And not in the favor of Mochi just left.
Perhaps a little restart.
You guys entertain chat for a second.
How's everyone doing?
Got a #1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite about to get down.
Get demonetized. But yes, that was actually quite an interesting match. I think there was just so much uncertainty with the Spectrum comps that they didn't know what they were running, how they're running it, coordination issues of like how they're rotating, where they're rotating. It just feels like they're getting caught out at every twist and turn. Appreciate to that, Mr. Name.
I think it was a comp gap. The first map for sure. C9ing obviously didn't help, but they did bring it back the second map. Where I think they were just able to, like, it's hard because I think there hasn't really been any big fights. I think it's been really, really staggery, brawly, worn out fights, and I think they were doing good on the second one, but on the third one, they came short at the end with the C9 again. But there's not much you could do. They just go next.
I'll be interested to see what kind of adjustments we see here coming in. Hopefully, here in a second, we can see what the next map will look like. We can start discussing what we believe comp choices will be. Who wouldn't love next map choice will be hybrid. And while I am talking, let me see if I can go ahead and pull up and see what the stream choices are. This is week 3. And so our choices will be between Blizzard World, Midtown, and Numbani. Nana, with
Blizzard World, Midtown, Nabani. What actual mid selections?
what were we? Some kind of Annihilation Overwatch?
No, honestly, I think Midtown's underrated. I like Midtown. You could run some fun strats on that one. Blizzard World, I actually haven't played in so long.
So, if that is what we're going to be pulling out, what do you think we're going to be seeing here in terms of comps?
Oh, definitely some more diva comps, especially if you're on like Nambani. Definitely gonna see some diva. If they go Blizzard World, you could probably see more pokey defense, Ivy attack, most likely, or maybe counter poke. And then Midtown. You know, I want to see some funky brawl strats, maybe some TP strats. You know, maybe a little bit of silly heroes perchance.
Sorry for the delay here. Trying to get everything. Sorry, everyone, for some technical difficulties. We're just trying to get everything sorted out.
There are multiple things happening that I need to deal with. I'm gonna throw you guys on an ad break. Here you go. Bye.
So sorry about the wait, everyone. Seems like we got everything figured out, and we're going to be going to our second map here. That's going to be Midtown.
As I like to call it, Aristown.
Why is it Aristown? Because there's the Farah?
It-
Ooh, Farah.
That was on Kings.
Eh, it doesn't matter the map. I am confused. Why is this Aristown?
Mid. I'm calling you mid.
How did you not get that? I think I make that joke every time this map comes up ever.
You do, but you always call it Kaztown.
I do call it Castown. And I think I called it Scared Town once. But Scared's in this map now. And he's gonna either throw or not throw.
That is the two options.
It's one of the two. Those are the two options.
If you think about it, everything has a 50% chance of happening.
Yep.
Either does or it doesn't.
Or both.
Yes. Because, yes.
I don't know.
I'm
I'm not even gonna think about it.
I'm really gonna be interested if they're gonna come out with this Doomfist look.
I doubt it. They are definitely doing that to troll the casters. There's no way if they come out and Doom Mercy or the Doom Lifeweaver now. I think I might cry.
Okay.
Alright, here comes the real picks. But on defense here, we're looking at Maga, Torb, Echo, Brig, and Moira. Okay, the Lifeweaver is a real pick. We'll see what they do with that. See if they do some like quick little flower trick to get someone up and over. That'd be kind of funny.
You already see some,
Ramacha posturing lower. Duck's getting chased out of the train.
They don't really have to push in all too much unless there's an overextension. I think they're definitely
Some
gonna
big
be
stickies from Duck.
that tank dropping low.
They're doing a really good job poking this Brawl comp out.
That Nemesis from having to be popped for health and not for going in. Oh, that's super punishable. The
Fired
shield-
up like a volcano.
The shield does prevent a majority of the damage. Ooh,
Oh, Scared has no shout. He's got to back up here.
they do eventually, but they're doing a good, like you said, a good job of kind of poking out this rotation.
Tracer is going to force a point here.
Oh,
Alright, wait, Duck gets picked off. Turret is down.
They can trade onto the tank. I still think it's a very winnable fight. But with
Quick
Katsuna
rush.
coming out,
Scared pins in. He is going to die. And they will not be able to get a recontest here.
no, they will not.
Duck switches over to the Ash. Going for more of a poke angle. Those dynamites Scared onto the Sigma. We'll see how Sigma runs with the Brig Moira. Very interesting comp they're on.
They're just
Very aggressive push onto the high ground as well.
I think obviously like the DPS here make a lot of sense, but then playing with the Moira.
They definitely kept it because of the coalescence, but yeah, they're just gonna lose this fight. Force out the tree and the Nemesis or the
Annihilation. Roll
I
credits.
can't think of alt names.
Annihilation. Roll
the-
credits.
Yeah, the Annihilation roll credits.
They said the thing.
We're sticking with the Moira though, with the Sigma. This is very interesting. I've yet to see this one.
I would love to see it if Richards could just switch on to like a Baptiste here. I feel it just is so much better and is honestly just a better ult, especially with poke.
Mm-hmm.
That Torbjorn is so low. When you get dived. Recall.
Does get
barely
the-
getting out.
Pulse though. Still looking for good for Spectrum. They don't have the worst positioning. Cause they are able to push up onto the small high ground, stop point from moving.
Duck is very
It's gonna
low.
force a reaction here. High Noon's out. The cleanse is
Oh,
out,
nice
but it's
rock.
rocked. Big rock from Scared. About to build the flux here. Rush comes out. Rally in response. Turret does fall though.
Best player in the game.
Real.
Oh, he missed the
And
flux.
that's a Kaluge flux. And Spectrum's pushed all the way back. They're gonna have to touch points here. Or it's gonna be
Alright,
another
okay.
C9.
Xenon.
It's another C9. They're gonna try it back out here, but I don't know if they'll be able to.
Nope, all they're doing.
Comes another Annihilation, but another
Roll credits.
Coalescence. Annihilation
Nope.
roll credits. Scared walks the wrong way. And
You need a total
That's
change
good.
here. Like
they need to get off Moira with a Brawl comp. And probably off the Brig as well, because the Brig isn't stopping the Ram
Or-
from walking.
or you
Back
just
to the
change-
Maga pick.
which makes
makes
the
sense,
back
though.
one- Okay, and they are switching over to Juno. Okay.
Alright. Now their comp
makes a little
makes
bit more
more
sense.
sense. Yes.
The Torbjorn is now the odd one.
Yeah, but Spectrum really gonna have to figure out how to get their momentum back here. They do have both DPS ults.
One thing I will say.
Cart's already halfway through the point though.
Just switching-
Scared's in. Tree is forced. They could just kite that. Scared trying to get out.
He does.
Bob's out in the back line.
Shielded off.
Is shielded off. And
Oh, with slow down and Scared has shout. That could be a very dangerous combo.
huge picks. Both DPS down.
One thing I do want to say
Ramattra
that was very
is
smart.
gonna fall, maybe? Ramattra stays alive. Is gonna get chased down now.
Only reason Ramattra stayed alive there is because Junkfinder whipped out the Torb hammer.
Mm-hmm. And
For those who didn't see it.
Spectrum able to set up now.
Honestly, I feel like if you can wait out the slow pause.
Pause. Ooh.
Alright. Let's see what's going on.
Whose internet died?
More than likely scared.
And it's
Oh, Rich asked for a pause?
rich.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Maybe a peripheral disconnecting or something like that can be a big issue.
Well, if he's ready this quickly, it probably wasn't anything too crazy.
We can get an R from PNBF and we can continue this map. Like it was essentially just a case of a peripheral or
Did not realize that's the other team's name.
oh.
Hey, it's a weird team name.
I asked earlier what it means.
Does it mean?
Turret's down. GG's. Tracer going in, looking for a pulse here. Finds the Ash.
A nice stick. And that just comes to show you kids, obesity will find you no matter how hard you run.
Duck switching over to the Sojourn pick. Off of the Ash.
I just feel like hit scan doesn't do a whole lot in a comp like this. I feel like Reaper is in such a strong state right now. Especially in a...
It is kind of hard to run it on a map like this. High Noon's out. Cleanse is out. Torbolt's out. With the rally.
Can I burn through
Ramattra is ulting though. Roll credits.
Annihilation, roll credits. Oh!
Goomba stomped.
Now they're not
Scared is dying off of point though, so it's gonna be a little push. Richard's
And
getting
look what
close to this
to.
Juno ult. They touch. No C9.
Oh, the classic TP straight down. And then no one else touched.
Duck sliding on. Doesn't get there in time.
That is something I've seen Junkfinder do about 6 times so far in this game, and it's the TP straight down.
He always gets them. Every time. We'll see how Spectrum does on their attack. They didn't really have much momentum. They didn't really win their first fight until third point. See what their game plan is. We'll see what PNBF has for defense here. Guys, I said the name. I read the letters. Okay. I love the strat that they're running. The Ramattra with the Ash, Echo, Kiri, Ana. This is Gonna be super hard for Spectrum to walk through any choke point. Because wherever they go, there's gonna be dynamite stickies on a nade. And a Ramatra slow, so it's so hard to avoid. Looks like Spectrum running, sticking with the Maga comp with the Brig Juno and the Echo May.
Echo May is
I
gonna be
think
the difficulty
Duck
for
might
me.
be able to do more on the Echo here as long as Gatsby's put under pressure, because he does have the Brig packs to keep him up.
I mean, it feels like if it can be a battle of the echoes. Let's be honest here. I mean, who can get more pressure onto one another with these echo? Like that beam will just shred scared. So if you can't like keep that Maga above 50 HP, it's just going to.
It will be hard though. Gatsby, Ash, super strong on this defense. It's actually good with the Dynamites and nades, going to give Echo so many more opportunities to beam Spectrum. Junkfinder switching over to the Reaper. They're going to have to go fast to get any value here, else they will get poked out.
That's the thing is, if you aren't going fast, you're just gonna get poked out, and you're just gonna like look at how low the Jared's already getting, and they're trying to rotate.
He's walking in. He's walking in 1 HP. Let's see how this goes for him. Gets slept. Has to back out.
Oh, and you see a nice whip shot coming in.
Richards is farming his orbital rate insanely fast though. It's gonna be their win con for this fight. Already at 90%. He is anti though. They're going super aggressive. No sleep on that Ana. He has the Juno ult. Hasn't used it yet.
Why aren't they?
Scared
They got it
super
going.
deep in. That Juno ult is not gonna reach him in time, but they
It
do
may
get
not
2
matter.
picks.
Oh, and with the duck abilities coming in,
Duck abilities.
duck abilities, quack.
And it looks like they're gonna be able to cap this point with no contest. No recontest. They will. I really don't know about this Maga pick. I mean, Scare could get in and live for a little bit, but as soon as his cooldowns are down, he just kind of falls over.
And the biggest thing I'm seeing is Scare's going in, but they're not following Scared, which it makes it seem like there's a little bit of a communication issue there. This comp just relies on everyone collapsing at the same time all together, so you can kind of sustain through that, at least a little
And with
bit.
Junkfinder on the Reaper instead of like an Ash like Gatsby, they can't really stop this Echo from just flying up and poking unless Duck goes to match.
No.
And Richards is trying to
Oh,
get caught
Duck.
on the back, does live though, barely. Scared 1
There's
HP.
sleep out.
And with the rush, that is going to be
Duck did
a
have
fight
a little
win.
bit of a assassination attempt. Got all the way back behind. Like, was crouching right behind the Ana. Wasn't able to get the stickies down, though. Oh, they know. They do know Duck is here, right? Oh,
Yeah, they know.
Duck is here. And
He copies. He's
someone
committing.
dies.
I don't
Oh.
think he's. Yeah,
That's-
he's gonna die. Richard's falling super low though.
Gatsby gets the double headshot there.
Yeah, I think he probably just thought it was just the Ash down there. Didn't expect everyone. So he thought he could win the 1v1 and live a little longer. But no, everyone chased him except for the Ramatra. Nana.
Oh, some nice headshots coming in.
The Nano Ramble. This is gonna burn anyone that comes close. Looks like everyone lives though. And they're gonna try to force this Ramatra out. This Echo's still getting so much poke damage in though. Walking in though, trying to
gets
collapse
his
on
low.
Gatsby. They do get him.
And this is exactly how you want the comp to function.
Yeah, everyone running in. Now this gets to push points. They force the Echo copy as well. Cart is still moving backwards though. Finally get on it.
That almost went perfectly in terms of being able to force out those ultimates. You forced a comp change. which
Oh, they're on the
is so low.
Baptiste now.
I almost feel like that's better. I mean, sure you have the double immortality to chew through. Such a better, like, diveable target.
They do have everyone on low ground though, and here comes Bob. Cage is gonna stop the Bob from doing damage. This
Oh,
is a
they
huge
use
combo.
so
The
many
Maga,
ults, though.
Reaper, and Juno ult. But honestly, it might just be worth the ult dump because they will get a guaranteed cap here.
That is true. Keep 3 on. Nothing they can do.
I mean, they didn't need it, but like, you just get the point cap, get the time. They know how much more distance they need. See if they go for any staggers. They elect not click the change spawn room button. They do go aggressive. I don't know if they'll be able to find anyone though.
Doesn't look like it. Looks like they're able to turn around just in time.
I wonder if they know that Gatsby's on this high ground. They do. Junk Finder falls though. Full Sticky's beam. He gets cleansed. He's gonna find 2.
3.
He's gonna find 3.
Run, scared, run.
Gatsby does not miss a shot.
He is not gonna get out.
Again.
I guess you're popping off there.
He either misses everything or nothing.
That's same with me. I
Sometimes
hit
I would be
100% of my shots 10% of the time. Math.
Ooh,
Another Echo ult's gonna be up
Back.
here. Lamp is forced though. Here comes the window and Annihilation roll credits.
Annihilation roll.
That's gonna be
credits.
another fight win.
The biggest thing I'm seeing is just they're getting way too separated. Like, obviously, yes, you went duck to kind of take a little bit of a pokier angle, but you can't afford to get picked out for something.
And it's super hard because they don't have the speed, I don't think, to get to this high ground before they can get poked out. Right now, I think the Reaper needs to be on something that can poke out the other DPS on the high ground. They are making a smart rotation. They're going to force out this Kiri in the back. Richards falls low, though. Double copies out. This cast on the high ground that might be able to do something. Duck going to find the Baptiste as well. Duck's going to fall, though. It should be a fight win for Spectrum, though. They find the Kiri, and they're just going to clean up this Ramatra here. Now, I don't think they have enough time to cap with time, so the best they can play for is a draw. That's better than losing.
The major concern I have now is the fact that Spectrum is only winning these fights by ult dumping. Having to use both Sybil ult and kind of dupe there takes a bit of time to build that up.
I think they know this cast is high ground. They're gonna catch Gatsby, maybe. He does drop. They're just gonna leave him alone. Scared's really close to this.
They did get Suzu out, so they know
ult.
they can kind of hard push this.
Yeah,
But
and they do have the
opting not
Maga
to.
Reaper ult combo again.
I think opting not to hard rush out when you know they don't have Suzu is a little bit of a mistake.
Scared's going in. He has his ult. Almost gets canceled though. And C9! Wait, they capped with time.
They capped.
Oh my god. Wait. No draw, no draw. Oh my god. Wait, no one touched. That was a great cage from Scared. It made so no one could touch. Oh, great aggression.
I honestly thought, like, there's no way that if anyone even touches the point once that there wasn't going to be any time. But
I mean, I think there was more time than we actually thought. I mean, they just kind of kept a bunch of people on. PNBF didn't really decide to push in at all. So there's a lot of Spectrum to really take the fight that they wanted. Went aggressive with the Maga Reaper combo, and it made so they couldn't touch, and it's well played.
so speaking of that, I think the major kind of factor we're going to see in these overtime rounds is whether or not we can see the Juno get enough healing or enough damage to get that ult first. I feel like whoever gets that ult out first is going to be enough to take the first point, and in situations like this, sometimes that's all you need to do. Sometimes all you need to do is just be the first to get those ults out, either defend that point better or get that point first.
My prediction is Spectrum doesn't walk through the choke once until they have to touch, where they die because now they're splits because they didn't build Juno, because it's really hard to build it in less than a minute. That's my prediction. Oh my god, they're rotating left?
Being in the Spectrum server and just...
Wait, they're rotating. They're making a good rotation with their comp. It's winnable. Oh, that's a huge nade. There's 5 anti-people. That was a huge anti.
They all need to die, like, now.
That was a great flank from the Tracer as well, really to follow up on that nade. Amazing positioning from the Ana. Everything just went against Spectrum there.
If they're
And
not
hey, my prediction's wrong though. They don't lose because they stand main. They lose because they walked main and decided that
anti,
Ana isn't a real hero. Marlo switching to the Curie as well. Great switch.
are they gonna be able to touch?
Alright, where's Duck? Is Duck able to touch?
Are they do get, oh,
Duck does get the touch but falls. And it's another
Man.
huge anti, and that's gonna be wraps.
that anti really paid dividends.
Yeah. Solar with huge nades really made this defense really easy for them.
It looks like it's really gonna be in PNBS court, whether or not it's gonna be an easy way to go up the wow,
What?
go up to match go up to match point, or whether or not they're gonna be stuck at 1-0.
We'll see what Spectrum does here. With only 2 minutes left, it's still very winnable, especially how defensive side of Midtown is. They'll have to go really pokey here, I bet. Make it so they can't really get rotated on. They can't give a tick, so they need to win this first fight hard so they can build a good ult advantage here. And it looks like they're going to stay with the Maga comp with Reaper, so they are going to go for the Brawl. Richards is on the Ana, though, so we'll see if he can match the antis that Soler was getting. See what Duck looks to go to on this defense. Okay, the Tracer. I like this. With this comp, scared to play aggressive in the front line. And Duck can support points with Marlowe if anyone decides to go points.
Honestly, I think with enough time like this, you could get kind of like a quick nano. Maybe you win a fight off just that, build up to like a cage fight.
Hmm
I feel like you
I think
do
it will
have
really depend on if Duck could build and pull someone as well, because obviously Tracer being one of the faster ults in the game,
one thing I
and
don't
also
like is
having to match the other Tracer who's probably gonna be pressuring point.
one thing I oh
He
we do see
he's
Duck.
matching that Tracer on that right side as well.
One thing I don't like is this positioning from Rich playing so low on foreground. They were positioned. Oh, Duck is so low.
Huge anti. Gear's gonna have to back up. That's gonna be a lot of position given.
Recall did get forced out of both racers. The both are kind of in a position I need to get set up again. Oh, it looks like they know where Diana is.
Big sleep on the June in the back. Duck's gonna pressure them, but
Oh,
both supports fall for Spectrum.
that's gonna potentially be it. Unless
Yeah, I
Duck
think
can
that's
whip out a
just
solo 4K.
I think that's just another comp diff. You want to run something that can hold the chokes, but then they didn't hold the chokes.
And just
They
like
just kind
that,
of let them walk
PNBF
through
will
the
go up
choke.
2-0.
Yeah.
The Pistola coming up with a nice tank play of the game. And he did it through Annihilation! Roll credits! Nice 2K. Maybe he's gonna...
It's gonna be a 3.
He punched him! He did the thing! Fists of Fury. And so we're gonna go to a short break here while we get our third map up and ready.
Correct. Or is it?
3-4.
Unmute, and we're back. Hi,
Hi,
hello.
everyone. Greetings.
Greetings. Sorry we were gone for so long.
We have quite a few roster changes coming in from
My team is dramatic.
what?
That's what's happening. My team is dramatic. Let's see if it gets any less dramatic. What?
Is that set to map 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Predictions. Throw in your gambles.
Alright, time to go bully Nano on stream. I don't know.
Winston.
Winton!
It looks like they're also going to be sticking with this Ramatra comp. Oh, Winston. Winston. I have a new goal for stream. Every single time I see a Winston spray, I have to say Winston.
No, we're not doing that.
We are doing a... Ooh, this is an interesting look. So we see the Reaper with this comp. Poking here from the outside.
Sorry, I got distracted. Anyways, we have Vim in finally. I had to make him show up.
What's happening? That's a nice first fight. I think this Winston comp is really where things are going to get interesting. Because ultimately, when it comes down to it, this is a dive map galore, and they're switching over to Roadhog.
Also, if nobody realized, our caster Nano did happen to leave because he decided he wanted to play.
He is no longer in the booth. Oh, okay.
I believe that Lucio disconnected.
I would believe so.
I'm gonna assume that is who.
Yep. Which means a little bit of our valuable ult charge is already gone. One side is R. Their spectrum is R.
Jaws.
Here you go. It happens to the best of us. Oh, gonna be a missed hook. I disengage
They
here.
lost about what, 50 to beat from that?
About ooh, Vimto gets one shot. Classic. Not even needing to use hook. Now, BC is just running down this team. Irony is not lost on our viewers. Jared instantly switches over to Diva.
He was probably immediately told to. I want some ice cream. Anyone else want some ice cream?
Ice cream?
Ice cream.
We do take this high ground back, which I actually think is a very good position to be in. Now you can just punish the fuck out of this hog. They are kind of getting up point presence here. And with the hog being so low, yep, you're gonna end up killing the tank there. Vimto does get killed out.
It's a pulse on the Lucio, and the Moira does go down as well. There's pulse, and does miss. But she probably gets out here? More than likely.
They do get a late stagger onto Gatsby.
Vim is doing whatever he wants.
Running around
At the speed of sound. He has places to go.
Gotta
Follow the rainbow. Anyways.
You got Tracer. You Tracer. You Tracer. Except they decided to not respect the duel.
Never.
And
Scared is invading. There is the Tracer duel.
Oh, that Moira's so low.
With the Moira going down, I am curious if Gatsby's gonna try to get an ult out soon.
Probably not. So this is still isn't a one fight, which is interesting. Oh,
Okay, scared.
I'm scared. Most crucially, they did not manage to get forward spawn save.
No, they did not.
They managed to push about 4 meters.
They still have the lead.
Not for long though. They just had to push this way. Oh,
Scared mega D-Mech there.
Scared did not. Oh, that's a huge ult coming out. But they're not on bot.
Nope. And they lost it because they don't like to pay attention to the bot. My team does not like objectives.
Oh,
They don't realize it's an objective-based game,
gonna be a nice little C9.
as always. And this Moira, Solaire just wipes teams.
What I don't understand is like this. That's how you can play Moira. You don't even have to heal that. Like the healing output is gonna be amazing. It doesn't need to be.
Let us proceed.
They aren't gonna be able to stop forward spawns. Honestly, I feel like this would be a completely different game if they didn't C9 that.
They would still be in the lead.
If everyone didn't force their way in and then immediately just leave Duck behind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Scary gets instantly DMAxed. They expected a bomb there that never came.
Or Nano.
Now the ult advantage is heavily gonna favor that of PNBF. Gonna give a
That's the first emote I've actually seen after they agreed.
the fact that they're able to get away with playing Roadhog into this, astounding.
And here is an update from our other game that just finished. Low Ground Main 3-0 to Tater Org Silver Starch Surfers. They've just finished their game.
Oh, bye, Nana.
He's still alive somehow.
Hard pocketing. All 3 cookies went to him.
Push is always winnable. Cattle is who taught me that.
And that we don't mean that in a good way, as in they pushed it 122 meters and still lost.
Yeah, they pushed it as far as physically possible and without winning and lost.
They're investing ults into this? I don't know about that one, Nano.
And just to fly away with the Nano. Unfortunate, because he is going to get D-Mac'd and bomb
And he's gonna
there.
die. You can't bomb in those scenarios. If you're the last one alive,
Even if it's for a remake.
you
And
should-
yeah, that is a Moira Hog.
My ultimate ability is charged.
The thing is, they're not even running the Curie, so the fact that they aren't able to even burst down anything, the backline is just getting treated that much better.
The Coalescence is likely going to come out here. And I don't think Marlo's going to be able to stop it.
Because the B's gonna go right on. They can do whatever the fuck they want. And as they clean up some stragglers, I believe that's gonna be it, and I believe that. Oh, I spoke a little bit too soon. Rally does come out. And that is gonna
Rally
be
did
it.
not come out. They're 67% to Rally. Rally did not come out. They were 67% to Rally.
I'm seeing things. And just like that, that'll be the 3-0 to the side of PNBF.
Yeah, so that was something. Did they ever... I don't think they ever got one, did they? They never hit it. However, that's supposed
Supposed to be 0-1.
0. That's fine. Doesn't matter.
That's fine.
Anyways, I don't know what to say about this. I'm gonna pick their MVP and honorable mention myself, and it's gonna go to Gatsby more than anything, right?
Sure. I mean, I think that Gatsby did absolutely amazing on the hit scan. They were hitting so many shots, putting down so much pressure, especially on Midtown. The Ash was just.
Do you really think there's anyone it should go to over Gatsby?
I think Obesity actually just absolutely ran down the backline and was able to follow up on so many of the Andes. Was able to held up with Vimto in the 1v1, even getting the better of him in the most of them.
I just feel like Gatsby was so much more consistent.
That's fair.
Or even Pistola, to be fair. The tank was very good. He was able to counter swap very well and play those counters very well. As for Spectrum, I don't know. My two options would be Marlowe or Duck.
I feel like Duck got picked early a lot. That led to his team. So if I had to pick one, it'd probably go to Marlowe.
I would think that Marlowe did very well. If you want to go for Obesity, we can. I'm assuming that's Nano. Welcome back, Nano. We were talking about honorable mentions and MVPs. Do you have a preference between Gatsby or Obesity? I'll let you be the tiebreaker.
Well, they both did really good actually. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, that's
Who
what I chose Gatsby because I feel he was the most
who was the
consistent.
okay? Gatsby's the cast, and then
And the
Obesity's the
Ash.
tracer.
And Obesity's the tracer,
Nah.
yes.
I'd probably.
It's a hard one, isn't
It
it?
is a hard one. They both did really good. I'm gonna think about who annoyed me the most that map. I'd probably have to go Obesity. They were on me. I didn't die to them, but they were on me. They put some pressure, forced some abilities, doing a good job harassing the back line, forcing resources away. So I'll say Obesity.
All right, and I'm thinking for Spectrum, you can input on this if you'd like. Originally, I had said Duck or Marlowe, but given map 1 and the ramp up that it took for Duck, we were leaning towards Marlowe.
I'd go Marlowe as well. He probably had the best mental of everyone there.
You think so?
He was just kind of.
Was it not good in there?
Oh, actually, no. The mental was fine. Like honestly, I mean, also like with me and Vim coming in,
Yeah, it
it was
probably
like two different
drastically
people.
changed with a whole
But like,
setup change
I
in
like
there.
I think it was more like the reason why we lost the map wasn't like mental or anything. It's just we didn't really have any strats or like any idea of what we wanted to do. So like the mental wasn't bad. Like we're still calling things. Just that the other team had a better game plan than us, so they won.
I think something else.
But I'd give it to Marlowe. He played well. Kept me up when he was on Brig.
Leaving the bot at that one part also was not a great idea. You guys were winning the fight and they just had the bot.
Yeah, that was our mistake.